All right, we're back for the second semi-final. By the way, chat, I forgot to mention, thank you, Soul Power, for becoming a Tier 3 member again. Welcome back. Thank you again for all your support. And all the members' support. If you want to be a member, it's $1 a month. In fact, I might even just give some members right now because why not? Here we go. Who wants it? One in the chat if you want a membership. Anyone want a membership? Join the Discord if you are a member. It's part of the membership. Join the Discord, members Discord if you do get given a membership. There you go. YouTube giving them randomly, so don't come at me. All right, it's YouTube. YouTube just do it randomly. Sabalenka will not be stopped, but Rybakina is the only female player who can give her a tough final. Well, yeah, I mean, but that depends. It depends on how Pegula handles Rybakina tonight, because Pegula's beaten all the power players, but she's the most powerful player, right? So we'll see. I want one. Well, the YouTube magical magicians have given them out. You can be a member for $1 a month if you want to. If you want to be a member, supports the channel. But or you can wait until somebody else gives memberships and maybe you get one next time. It's randomly generated, exactly. I wish I could gift memberships directly, because then you could gift memberships to your friend if you wanted. But they don't allow that yet. How many tattoos do I have? I have this many. 3. Come on, Rybakina. All right. Let's see. Hey, Elaine, thank you for the 20 gifted. Appreciate that. There we go. More people could get one. Tennis is boring. Got a membership. That's a joke, right? You're just like going, oh, tennis is so boring. But you're like, actually, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Elaine. Appreciate that. Hope we finally get a 3-set match. Gauff versus Mukova was the last 3-set match. Hey, Domini, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. We usually have a thing on the screen, but it's disappeared. God, do I look like that? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. That can't be right. That must be... Is that right? Hang on. Hold up. Hold up. Let me just make sure it's accurate. All right, players should be coming out on court any second. Okay, apparently that is correct. But thank you everybody for watching. YouTube say that the way you get gifted a membership is you just got to watch the channel more. But I don't know. I can't back that up with any evidence. Reigning memberships, that's it. Pegula can win. She's been sneaking through the draw. Yes, she has. And she's had the great preparation of beating Anisimova and Keys. So that's great preparation for Rybakina. But Rybakina is the best server on the planet. So if Rybakina serves well, then it's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be very, very tough. Also, if you haven't filled out the ratings, now that Sabalenka's into the final, we're doing player ratings for the tournament as a test, just for fun. Go rate the players on the men and women's side. There should be a link in the chat. Rate them out of 10. Svitolina's on there. These 2 ladies are on there. You can edit them later if you let's say you say, 10 out of 10 Rybakina and she loses right now. You can go back and edit it if you're not happy with your ratings. But I'll remind you in the final and post-final anyway. But go do your ratings if you haven't already, and then we can look at them once the tournament's done. thank you to everybody who has rated the players. I'll tell you some of the ratings on the women's side. You can do both if you want, but on the women's side, right now Sabalenka's looking at a 9 out of 10, which I think is pretty accurate. 6.4 for Swiatek's interesting. A 5.3 for Gauff. Okay. 6.3 for Anisimova. You've got an 8.8 for Rybakina. Pegula's an 8.3. That's accurate. 5.9 for Keys. Palini with a 4.7. Andreeva a 5.5. And this Alexandrova a 3.7, which I think is generous for a first round loss. Personally, I think it's a little generous, but okay. Svitolina with an 8.1. Benches with a 5, which I think is a little generous because she was considered one of the players to watch, and she lost to a quali. But again, you vote. I only had one vote. You guys vote for the rest. Mboka with a 6.2. Okay. Interesting. And then you can rate the tournament overall. And then give me your thoughts on the tournament. Some of you are like, some of the thoughts on the Australian Open by some of you guys. Worst slam of the 4. Disappointing. Not the best. Love the highlights. They could be longer. Well, okay. Why are you telling me to give? I can't make the highlights longer. This is not feedback to give to them. This is just so you I can't make the highlights longer. Also, I think they have 3-minute highlights because they are contractually obligated not to. They can't do more than that. That's a actual thing, I think. Sinner must defeat Djokovic. Okay. So yeah, go vote. Go vote. This could be match of the tournament. This definitely could be match of the tournament. It has those vibes. It definitely has those vibes. Give your thoughts. The Australian Open highlights could be longer. I agree. But I just think it's because I don't know where I heard that. Did I hear it from the AO? Maybe I heard it from someone else. I don't remember. But I think there's like an actual thing. That's why the slams don't have more than 3-minute highlights, because the broadcasters get the footage. They paid for the broadcast, so they get to do the highlights. The AO can only do 3 minutes worth because they sold their rights. They sold off the rights. I think that's something to do with that. But I agree. There should be more. There should be longer highlights. There will be after the AO. They'll go back and they'll probably do extended highlights. Once the whatever it is lifts. Bills fans would be happy to claim Pegula's win if she gets it done. Oh yeah, they'll claim it even if whatever she does. Could be match of the tournament. AO should sponsor by what? Okay. Who won the last time between them? So they played at the WTA finals, and it was a 3-setter to Rybakina, which may surprise because Rybakina was pretty dominant at the WTA finals. But yeah, Pegula did take a set off her and was competitive. So this could be similar. Am I on Discord now? No, I'm not on Discord right now. Sabalenka is just too good. Svitolina never stood a chance. Look. Svitolina had a hell of a run. She took out 2 top 10 players, 2 players that we thought would, 2 players that we were thinking were going to play Sabalenka, right? Andreeva and Gauff. And she took both of them out. So she had a good run. And she lost to the best player on the planet. At a slam. I mean, Sabalenka is the most consistent slam player over the last couple of years. Like, she hasn't lost before a semi-final in a long time. And she's made that many semi-finals and finals in the last, 4 or 5 years. I mean, I think Rybakina will win the tournament, but I did pick Swiatek before the tournament started, so who knows? Yeah, well, look, we could be getting a rematch of the WTA final, or we could be getting a rematch of what the US Open final was in 24. Plus, even though match of the year was the semi-final between Keys and Swiatek last year, massive mention to the quality of the Pegula Sabalenka semi in the US. That match was probably the highest quality match of the slams for me. Pegula was playing amazing. Sabalenka was playing like she was just before, and it was just incredible. But because it didn't have match points and saved, and like the madness of what happened with Keys and Swiatek, it wasn't counted. It wasn't considered. But like Pegula versus Sabalenka is a high quality match as well. So either way, no matter what the final is from now, between these two and Sabalenka, it's going to be good. It would be a shame if it was straight sets to anyone. Or like easy for anyone. If Pegula wins, she will be ready for Sabalenka taking out Anisimova over Rybakina and Keys. She took out Keys as well. Remember that in the fourth round. What's going on, Cornelia? How you doing? All right, players are warming up. Here we go, chat. Let's get this 3-setter. Come on. Let's get a 3-setter. Just one set all. Come on, let's go. I'll take a tie break. I'll take a tie break. I see a lot of your videos and I'm American. Can I ask what made you a big tennis fan? Well, I played tennis a lot. And then watching tennis helped me improve my playing. And then I just loved watching tennis. I just love watching it. I love it. I love how it's one-on-one. It's a grueling, brutal sport. Leighton was the real reason. I mean, Leighton Hewitt is the reason why I'm sitting here right now, because if he wasn't Australia's superstar when I started watching tennis, then who knows if I would have even liked it as much. So it's all about Leighton. Specifically, 2005 Australian Open, Leighton Hewitt making the final. That was the run that inspired a nation. And a bunch of my generation point to that as that was the reason what got them into tennis. Or why they started playing. Leighton 05. This match is going to be great. God, I hope so. Out of the two, this definitely has more potential to be epic. By the way, neither of these players have lost a set. They've both won every set they've played. So yeah. You ever been to a tournament as a viewer? It's hot out in Australia, no? Yeah, I've been to the Australian Open a bunch, and I've been to Wimbledon once, which was great. All right. All four semi-finalists before today hadn't dropped a set, which is pretty awesome. I know, right? All right, here we go. Let's see if Pegula... It should be better for Pegula at night against these big hitters, because she played Anisimova and Keys during the day, which would favour the big hitter, you would think. But Pegula was amazing, especially yesterday. You would think the colder conditions would slow Rybakina's game down and allow Pegula to be better. So, I mean, I don't know if Pegula's the favourite in this or not. She's not the favourite. But, I don't know. The slower conditions might actually be better for... Like, she's played the big hitters in the heat. And now she's playing a big hitter at like 9 o'clock at night, which is... It's actually chilly today. It's not hot. It's not a hot day. So, I don't know. Rybakina is a favourite. She should win, but I don't know. Pegula winning wouldn't be so strange, would it? Especially if Rybakina is not feeling... Because remember, also, Rybakina played Swiatek during the day yesterday. And I know it wasn't hot yesterday, but it was still in the day. And her serve wasn't working in the first set. It came good. So I'm interested to see if Rybakina is going to get the same amount of power in this night match. Has Rybakina played at night? Is another question I have. Has she played? Has she played the night matches? She played a day match on... round 1 was a day match. Round 2 was late night against Gracheva, Rod Laver. She won that. straight sets. It was 7-5 first set, though. She played against Valenta in the late afternoon, 2 and 3 on day 7, which was, I think, the stinking hot day. She played afternoon against Mertens, and she played yesterday afternoon. So she played one night match, and first set was 7-5. If that makes any, does that change anyone's mind? Does that make any difference? I don't know. Pegula hasn't played a night match either. Oh, okay, well, there you go. Maybe it doesn't matter. None of it matters. Valentova was at night. Well, it was late afternoon. I guess you could say it was night. But it was late afternoon. All right. Rybakina's going to serve. Here we go, chat. Match of the tournament starting right now, I can tell you. We're going to have it eventually. What has been match of the tournament? I don't even know. Have we had match of the tournament? Has there been a match of the tournament? I don't think there's been one. Unfortunately, yet. Nothing to write home about yet. Okay. I've got Rybakina in 3. Serve. Into the forehand of Pegula. Rybakina forehand to the forehand of Pegula. Down the line of the backhand, but it's out by Pegula. All right. First point goes to Rybakina. 15 love. Serving to the forehand of Pegula. Pegula in the net. 30 love. Love. Rybakina, by the way, remember yesterday when she played Swiatek, she was having that massive discussion with her coach. I went back and listened to what she was saying. She was saying how shit she was playing. She was like, oh, I was playing like shit in that first set, which is crazy because she won it. She wasn't serving well, and her coach kind of laughed and was like, you'll be okay, you'll get better. And I was like, that's such a funny interaction, but also interesting to hear how Rybakina is like, oh yeah, I played really bad in that first set, but I won 7-5. And then the second set, she demolished Swiatek by actually playing well. But how hard she was on herself, even though she won the set, was funny. As we get a good serve, return goes short, Rybakina puts it away. All right, 1 love, Rybakina. Good hold, easy hold. All right, 1-0, 1 minute game to start. Okay. I keep looking at New York and thinking it's 5:25 a.m. for me. Well, you're a savage. Respect to anybody who stayed up all night throughout this tournament, even just one time. Respect to you, because I know how it feels. I live in Australia. This is the time when I get to actually watch tennis at a reasonable hour. And I know that's going to change in a couple of days, because when we watch Abu Dhabi, it'll be 2 a.m. when I'm watching matches. So I know how it feels. I deal with it 9 months of the year. So anybody who's been staying up all night for the Australian Open, you deserve a pat on the back. Pegula in the net, love 15. Rybakina hasn't lost a point yet. Pegula serves a fault second serve. Second serve, Pegula. And a return. Goes into the forehand of Pegula. Forehand now from Rybakina. Again, the forehand of Pegula. Into that Rybakina backhand. Pegula with a drop shot. Rybakina gets it with a slice down the line. Pegula puts up a lob. Rybakina smash. Puts it away. Love 30. All right. Pegula just testing out the speed of Rybakina. Love 30. She found out that the serve is, the speed is there. Love 30. And the return goes out. Pegula wins their first point of the match. 15-30. 15-30. Serve again from Pegula into the forehand of Rybakina. Backhand of Pegula. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina overhits that one. 30-0. Oh, wait. Sorry. Still showing the stats of the other match. My bad. Let me refresh that. Thank you for letting me know. All right. 30-0. Yeah, we're going to Abu Dhabi next week. Rybakina is playing Abu Dhabi next week, but I don't think she will if she wins. If she makes the final, she'll probably pull out next week. 4-4 rally. That goes out by Pegula. We got a break point for Rybakina, 30-40. I'd be very surprised if Rybakina plays next week if she wins this match. All right, 30-40. Break point for Rybakina to start us off. As the backhand goes in the net by Pegula. No, man. I tell you, Pegula's not playing as well as she was in the start of that Anisimova match. Already down a break. And already missing when she wasn't yesterday. 2-love. Yeah, that was a poor miss. She had the winner too because Rybakina was going the wrong way. But she just hit the top of the net. As Rybakina serves in the front of Pegula. Pegula in the net. 15-love. And once Rybakina gets that break, she can run. With that serve, she can get out of here pretty quickly. Winner of this is number 3 in the world. Wow. It's a great... great stat. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. As a return goes back into Pegula. Forehand Rybakina open court. Pegula's there with a slice, but it's in the net. Man, Pegula is not hitting well to start this off. She is missing a lot of shots. All right. 30-love. And Rybakina serves. A fault. Second serve. As a return goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand from Pegula. That's a better shot. Rybakina on the ground with a slice, and it's 30-15. That was much cleaner by Pegula. 30-15. Pegula's not playing in Abu Dhabi, as far as I know. As a return, backhand goes down the line to the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula forehand to the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula forehand again. Goes long. 40-15. To take a 3-love lead. $40-15 for a 3-love lead. As we let. $40-15. Serve again. Down the tee. Pegula gets it back. It's short. Rybakina goes cross court. Slice from Pegula is good. And Rybakina volleys it in the net. 40-30. Good pickup by Pegula. Gonna wait to give Sabalenka Pegula a ranking on that form. I think I'm giving the tournament a 7. Serious lack of 3 and 5 set matches since the 4th round. Now, Matthew, I agree with the lack of matches. We've had the matchups, though. I mean, if I read out all the matches and we didn't know the results, you'd be like, man, that's a good lineup. But, yeah, they just didn't deliver. They haven't yet. Forehand on the line, the backhand of Rybakina. Forehand from Pegula, cross court. That's a winner. Okay. That's better by Pegula. Deuce. That's how you hit. That's how she was hitting yesterday. Deuce. All right, we get the deuce. As Rybakina serves. That's a fault. Second serve. Serve. Into the backhand of Pegula. Return goes out and it's advantage Rybakina. Matches have been crazy this tournament. Even someone retiring. Well, that's what's been so frustrating, I think, is that the most talked about stuff that's happened have been, you know, the bad, like, not the bad things, but like the hasn't been the tennis, hasn't been the matches, you know. It's been the retirements, it's been the fatigue, it's been the heat, right? We haven't talked about, oh, wow, that match was really good quality. What a crazy match that was. It's been all about, like, well, Sinner was cramping. The roof got shut. Osaka withdrew. You know, Musetti retired. You know, like, we haven't been talking about, like, any matches that have been good, right? We haven't been like, oh, man, how good was that Zverev match with Tien, even though that was the match of the second week so far. You know, I think that's what's making it tricky, you know. But we've still got matches to go. We've still got 5 matches left, so not a good sign, and they're not talking about a match. Yeah, I know, right? 3-love, Rybakina. Like, Chad, what's been the most memorable thing so far at the AO for you? Because maybe it was a match. Maybe it was like Stan getting to the third round, or maybe it was something else. But what's been the most memorable thing? What will you remember this Australian Open by at the moment, right now? Musetti retirement? Wawrinka's run? The Putin saver and Osaka dramas? Okay. I mean, the Osaka stuff, yeah, the walk, you know, the iconic walk, and then the Castella drama, and then the withdrawal. Osaka's fit. There you go. Stan the man. Rybakina doing so well. Okay. Djokovic's blister. Svitolina destroying Coco. Musetti retiring. Sinner surviving. Stan and Gale's farewell. All right. 3-love. Rybakina. Pegula was playing a little better in that last game, though, so let's see if it was just a slow start. The return goes out. 15-love. Osaka's entrance. All right, its return goes in there by Rybakina. 30-love. Jovic and Mboko's run. Okay. All right, 30-love. Serving the backhand of Rybakina. Forehand from Pegula. As Rybakina goes cross court, slice Pegula goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula again to the Rybakina forehand as Pegula goes down the line now. Rybakina gets with a backhand cross court winner. That was Sabalenka-like. We just saw Sabalenka doing that backhand. Rybakina must have taken it out of her bag as she went past Sabalenka in the locker room. So I'll just take that backhand, please. 30-15, what a shot. Beautiful backhand. 30-15. There's been a fault, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Rybakina. Forehand now from Pegula into the forehand of Rybakina. She pushes it wide. And it's 40-15. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Sinner almost melting into the puddle of gelato. He looked destroyed. Lucky him. Okay. That's definitely on the list of things that happened. as that goes out by Pegula, 40-30. Pegula just not quite locked in. As with a fault from Pegula. Second serve. Sakkari's round the net return. Her reaction. Yeah, that's still tournament shot of the tournament. And it won't be beat. As that goes in the net by Rybakina, it's 3-1. Even the Sinner one yesterday wasn't as impressive. I gotta be honest, the Sinner one yesterday, like, the Sinner one yesterday, I didn't even realize was round the net until they showed the replay. I was like, oh, wow, that went round the net. The Sakkari one, like, you instantly knew. And it was like, oh, what? Like, that's going to be like one of the shots of the year. Like, no one's going to be able to beat that. All right, 3-1. Rybakina with the break. As we serve now the back of Pegula, 4-0 Rybakina. As Pegula forehand goes wide. And it's 15-love. Eala's playing next. Yeah, she's playing later. Eala's playing after the Sierra match, which is happening in a second. Yeah, she's playing after Sierra Rudy. So we'll watch Eala after might be after this match. Don't worry. Got you covered. As the return goes back into Rybakina. Down the line is a winner from Rybakina. Beautiful shot. Just a sniper. Just down the line. 30-love. 30-love. All right, serve again. Into the front of Pegula. Pegula hits it long. 40-love. Is this game going very fast? Yes. It's been like 15 minutes. Nearly 4-1. All right. 40-love. Rybakina. First serve is a fault. Second serve. And with a 4 now, cross-court winner by Rybakina, man. It's going to be hard to beat for Pegula because Rybakina is on fire. And this match is going very quick. Okay. 4-1 Rybakina. If Rybakina wins, she will beat Sabalenka. Ooh, okay. I love Jessica Elena. So whoever wins, it's fine. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And they got a head-to-head 3-all. They played some epics as well. I remember what we watched a few. We've watched a few of these two, few matches these two have played over the years. We watched last year's WTA Finals match, which went 3. We probably watched the WTA Finals match in Cancun as well, where Pegula won in straights. I remember we watched that match in Guadalajara 2022 that went the distance. I think it was 10-8 in the tiebreak in the third. Pegula wins it in 3. That was one of the matches of the year in 2022. In fact, we might have watched all of their matches, which is... We can't even say that about Sinner Alcaraz. Yeah, so we've watched... This is the 5th time we've watched these two play. So we missed out on... Did we miss out on the Miami matches? Maybe. Oh, no, we watched Miami. So, yeah, Guadalajara, Miami, WTA Finals twice. Oh, we didn't watch their first match. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what? So, wait, why is it 3-all if they only played 5 times? Oh, because the WTA didn't include the Billie Jean King Cup. That's why. Billie Jean King Cup happened last year. That's so stupid. Why does the WTA website not include that match? Why did that not include... That's crazy. WTA website needs to be better. Come on now. Pegula's already hit 7 errors. She needs to be better too. 15-0. They played last year, Billie Jean King Cup. Rybakina smoked her. I forgot that match. So the preview, I missed that one. Why didn't they show it on the WTA website? So silly. 15-0. There's a bit of slice. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand from Pegula is a lob. Goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula with a forehand down the line again to the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula back in the rally. As Rybakina forehand again. The forehand of Pegula, but Pegula in the net. Man, Pegula looks like she just can't. She looks like she's hitting a lead tennis ball. Like the ball, when she's swinging at the ball looks so heavy on her side. She just can't get any like power on her side. She can't even redirect the power. It just looks, once it hit Pegula's racket, it just looks like the ball's made of rock. It's a boulder. As the return goes into the backhand of Pegula, then that one goes out. 15-40. This is kind of like how Coco was the other night. This kind of reminds me of that. 15-40. To get the double break and serve the set. We've only played 20 minutes. Return goes into the forehand of Pegula. Down the line's a great shot. Rybakina puts up a lob, but it's in the net. Like literally 20 minutes. Oh, not again. 30-40. Pegula serves. Into the back of Rybakina. Return the net. Deuce. Just need a long deuce game. Give me a 20-minute deuce game at this point. Come on. Let's just push this match out a little bit longer. All right, deuce. Serving the backhand of Rybakina. Return goes out. All right, good serving from Pegula. Advantage Pegula to take the game. Serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes back to Pegula. Backing up from Rybakina. That's out. All right. Pegula holds 4-2. Rybakina with the break. But Pegula avoids a disaster. First match in night session for Pegula. Well, that definitely seems to be a factor. That seems to be a problem. Four-2. Here we go. 4-2. That's a bit of fault, second serve. Second serve, Rybakina. To the backhand of Pegula. Return the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula backhand cross court. Good shot. Love 15. Pegula just adjusting to these change of conditions. Love 15. By the way, chat, I need to ask you a question because I don't know. I downloaded, because it was on sale on the Nintendo Store, not a sponsor, Tennis Tour 2. What is it? World Tour Tennis 2? Is that a good game? It was $10. Is that a good game? Anyone who played it? World Tennis, I think it's whatever it's called. It came out in like 2020. We fit. No, I am fit. All right. Return goes in the backhand of Rybakina. Slice from Pegula. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand from Pegula again. The forehand of Rybakina. Pegula on the stretch. Goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Again, the forehand of Pegula. Who hits it down the line and long. 15-0. AO tennis is better. Okay. Just play real tennis. Hey, bro. Make me. No, I want to get good at a video game. 15-0. Just play real tennis. Bro, come on. I need to get all my rackets restrung before I can do that. 15-0. As the return goes in the forehand of Rybakina. That's just too good. 30-15. I had Tennis World 2 on PlayStation. It kept crashing. Oh, okay. I'm just thinking like rain delay activities. I feel like we could. I mean, chat. Should we do that? Should we do that as a rain delay activity? Like me versus you in tennis video game. Like during a rain, that'd actually be a sick idea. Like during a rain delay, we'll play a tennis video game and like online, and I'll play you, like one of you, and we'll just play. We'll play like a set or something, just to fill in the time. That might actually be awesome. I don't remember the last time we had a rain delay. Actually, when was the last time we had a rain delay? Like Canada? I can't remember. Return goes in the net by Pegula, and it's 5-2 Rybakina. Yeah, we should do that. I mean, yeah, we could do that. I prefer tennis trivia games. We could do that too. An event without a roof. Yeah, Miami. Miami. It's going to rain in Miami. It always does. Every year. Guarantee that we're going to have a rain delay in Miami. I'll give you the works. I play to win. All right. I thought it was Roland Garros last year. Maybe. We had a rain delay this year at the Australian Open when we watched the Paolini match on the outside court. So the answer is this year, and I totally forgot. What will Rybakina's ranking be if she wins the AO? Great question. We haven't even talked about rankings, and now there's appropriate time. She will be number 3. In fact, if she wins this match, she'll be number 3. So the winner of this match will be number 3. If the winner of this match wins the tournament, they'll still be number 3. But Rybakina will be only like 300 points behind Swiatek. So Iga and Rybakina, for example, if Rybakina makes the final and wins the title, will only be a couple hundred points away, which is interesting because Rybakina, of course, at the start of last year, didn't have a great start. Whereas Swiatek also didn't have a great start, but has more points probably to defend earlier. So that could be interesting. You need Mario Tennis Fever. It looks great. Is that on Switch? We could play that. Is it on Switch 1? Oh, is it only on Switch 2? Boo. I don't want to get a new console. I don't want to get a new console. All right, 15-0. I didn't even know that was a game. As that goes out by Rybakina, 30-15. Will Coco be down at number 5? Yeah. If the winner of... Well, actually, hang on. So Coco's number 5 no matter what, because one of these players has to win this match and make the final. That's how semifinals work. Somebody makes the final. That's how they do the semifinal. So, yeah, Coco will be number 5 no matter what happens in this match. Because the winner of this match will be number 3 no matter what. And Coco will get kicked down to number 5 and be in a battle with whoever loses this match. Because whoever loses this match will only be a couple of hundred points behind Coco. So that's very interesting stuff. And Sabalenka's still way on top. Sabalenka's still on 10,000 plus points, and everyone else is behind. 40-30, that goes out by Rybakina. Yeah, Coco down to number 5. But there is a bit of a traffic jam in that middle order of the rankings. So it's not like, Gauff's number 5 and can't get back in the top 4. As Pegula with a good serve. All right, she's starting to come good here, Pegula, but it's Rybakina with the break and a chance to serve for the set. So, yeah. So, like, Coco could be back to number 3 by the time we get to the clay, right? All right, 5-3. Rybakina's got the break. But it's Pegula who's settled in a little bit more in the last few games. Definitely settled in. 5-3. Rybakina serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Pegula. Forehand from Rybakina. Pegula forehand to the backhand of Rybakina. Oh, and she hits it wide. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. There's a default from Rybakina. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Pegula, but Pegula hits it long. Good second serve. Just got up above the shoulder on the return for Pegula and just couldn't control it. 15-0. What ranking will Rybakina be if she wins the tournament? 3. All right, 15-0. As Rybakina serves again. To the backhand of Pegula. Pegula hits it wide. Great serve. Best serve on the planet. 30-15. Rybakina serves again. There's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Pegula. Return goes long. Those second serves are getting Pegula as well. And she's getting annoyed at herself for not making the returns. They're just too good. I mean, Rybakina's got a great second serve too. Set points for Rybakina to take the first set in like 30 minutes. Serve down the tee. The return goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula backhand. Into the backhand of Rybakina. It's Pegula with the backhand again as a winner. Rybakina just stood there. That was weird. 40-30. Rybakina just watched that. I was right next to her. She just didn't even try. She's like, nah, it's too far away. Oh, I can't reach it. Oh, I can't reach it. Oh, it's over there. Can't reach it. 40-30. She's like, I'll just ace you. Serve. It was a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Pegula. Backhand of Rybakina as Pegula goes to the backhand of the forehand of Rybakina. She puts it away. There's the set. Rybakina takes it. It was an early break. And that's all she needed. 32 minutes, 6-3, first set. Yeah, she glitched out. I don't know what happened. Okay. The start of the second set is so important for Pegula because we saw what happened with Swiatek. Once Rybakina got the first set yesterday, or 2 days ago. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. All right, first set in the bag. 6-3. 4 winners and 9 errors from Pegula. Didn't even get a break point. Also, Rybakina's first set percentage below 50%. That was the same as yesterday, and she was unhappy with that. And then that started to get better, and the results started to get better too. 8 winners, 7 errors from Rybakina. So it wasn't the best. I mean, she won her second serve, Rybakina. That's what was huge in that first set. But the early errors from Pegula set the tone for the set. All right, how we doing, chap? We're going 3-6 to Pegula, you reckon? Okay. I mean, I want a 3-setter. It's been 84 years. Can Pegula fight back in the second? Damn straight she can. Of course she can. But she has to win the first couple of games. Scoreboard pressure is what it is referred to as. She has to win the first game, so then every time they sit down, Rybakina looks up at the scoreboard and goes, oh, I'm losing. I'm down 2-1, or I'm down 1-2. Oh, no, I'm down 2-3. Pegula must hold serve. And then she can have a free hit, right? So if she's up 1-love, the next game, she can try and return and try and hit big returns. If she misses, it's 1-all. If she hits, it's 2-love, right? Does that make sense? So she gets the free hit if she keeps holding. Which is not what she had in the first game, Rybakina holds and then breaks, then 3-love, right? Pegula has that opportunity here to if she can hold, to get that chance to have a bit of a free hit on the returns. Because when you can't really have a free hit on the returns if you're at 3-all. But when you got the lead on the scoreboard and you don't have the pressure on your serve as much, 30-love. That's a strategy for real. Oh yeah, it is. All right, 30-love. But Pegula has to hold serve. Like, everything must be about holding serve. And then the reward for holding serve is swinging on the returns. Serve again. Into the back of Rybakina. Forehand from Pegula. As Rybakina forehand into the forehand of Pegula. The back of Rybakina. Pegula forehand again. Rybakina gets on the stretch. Pegula forehand down the middle. Rybakina gets it back with her forehand. Slice from Pegula. Rybakina's slice forehand goes long. All right. And that's another thing. She's not hitting the slice as much and not really chopping it up as much as yesterday against Anisimova. She's just trying to get the ball, deep and off to the sides. But yesterday she was also slicing well, Pegula, but she's not doing that as much. All right, serve out wide is a fault. 40-love, second serve. Second serve, Pegula. Into the back of Rybakina. Pegula with a forehand slice. Rybakina hits across court into the forehand of Pegula. To the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula back on the stretch. As Rybakina across court. Pegula doing a lot of running. That goes long on the forehand of Pegula. And it's 40-15. (40-15). Pegula to get the first game of the second. Ace. All right. There's the game. Now she gets a free hit on those returns. All right. All right, here we go. Rybakina serving. Let's see if Pegula can make put the pressure on Rybakina a little bit here. Yeah, Pegula's saying that she's getting stuck on the forehands. Question is, who would be a better contender against Sabalenka in the final? I think Rybakina. Well, yeah, I think Rybakina can match Sabalenka's power, but all I want is a good match now. If the final is Pegula and Sabalenka wins easily, okay, so be it. But as long as we get a good match now, I just want a good match now, please. As Rybakina hits it long on the backhand, it's love 15. And the Rybakina coaches are trying to keep her from losing her cool, because she does that all the time, right? From breaking rackets and screaming at the top of her lungs. Classic Rybakina. Love 15. Serve. Into the forehand of Pegula. Return goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula backhand on the stretch. Cross court, the backhand of Rybakina. That's just too good. Rybakina rockets it cross court for a winner. 15-0. There's nothing you can do there. Pegula was just trying to get back in the rally, and Rybakina's like, nope, that's not going to happen. I'm going to hit a 140-kilometer-hour backhand cross-court winner. Serve. Into the backhand of Pegula. Too good. Oh, Pegula gets it back. And then Pegula with a pass, but Rybakina volleys it away. I thought Pegula's shot was going wide. Hawkeye said no. 30-15. And a good approach by Rybakina. Pegula made her play a volley as well, which sometimes can go wrong. If you're Rybakina, she doesn't always get the volleys. She did that time. 30-15. As we get a fault. Second serve. Serve in the backhand of Pegula. Backhand of Rybakina in the net. 30-all. Hasn't had a break point all night, Pegula. Here is an opportunity for maybe a break point. 30-all. And she serves a massive serve down the tee. All right, whatever. 40-30. Best server on the planet. Did I mention that she hit 500 aces last season? The second lady to ever do that in a season. Best server in the world. Just hit the best serve in the world at the right time. No break points. 40-30. First serve's a fault, second serve. We're back into serves. To the back of Pegula. Return goes short. In comes Rybakina. Puts it away. 1-1. Nothing you can do about that. Two great serves at 30-all. Okay. Back to Pegula. 1-1. Pardon me. All right. By the way, chat, we're almost at 400 likes. And don't forget to subscribe as well. We've got men's semifinals tomorrow. But don't worry about that. Not just this tournament. Next week, we've got tennis too. We're going to be watching stuff next week. The Australian Open might end, and maybe if you're new to tennis, you probably think, oh, well, Indian Wells is next. No. Literally Monday, we play again. We keep going. It never ends. Abu Dhabi. And this lady, Elena Rybakina, is playing in Abu Dhabi. So is Bencic. So is Mboko. Mertens, Townsend, Alexandrova, Navarro, Samsonova, Chen, Sonmez, Eala, Krejcikova are all playing next week in Abu Dhabi, which is a 500 event. So, yeah. As Pegula backhand in the net. Oh, man, she played a good rally too, Pegula. But then she just missed the last shot. 15-0. So, yeah. So that's what we're doing next week. Is Abu Dhabi. Plus there's some Davis Cup, which we might watch. Draper's supposed to come back and play against Ruud in Norway in Davis Cup. So we might even watch that on the weekend next week. There's also a tournament in Romania in next week with Raducanu involved. There's a tournament in Czechia, which has a couple of players as well. So, yeah, there is plenty of tennis. It never stops. It never ends. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sometimes they have a week off. Sometimes. 30-15. There's a default. Second serve. Serve to the backhand of Rybakina. Good return. Pegula gets it. Rybakina forehand. Into the forehand of Pegula. But Pegula in the net. So many errors from Pegula. She just isn't getting that power that she was getting against the other players during the day. She isn't able to, deflect the power or, rebound the power like she was against Keys and Anisimova. And this feels it looks a lot like how Gauff struggled in the night session too. I mentioned that earlier, but I'm mentioning it again for those who weren't here. 30-all. Serve to the backhand is let. Serve in the back of Rybakina. Into the forehand of Pegula. Rybakina. Forehand again. The forehand of Pegula on the stretch. Rybakina. Again to the forehand of Pegula. She goes down the line. Rybakina gets with the backhand. Pegula. Backhand cross. Slice from Rybakina is good. Pegula with a drop with a volley. But Rybakina too good with a backhand pass. Why did Pegula go straight to her? 30-40. Pegula just hit the volley straight to Rybakina. It wasn't a drop volley. It wasn't a running backhand. It was literally 2 steps, bang. She hit the volley straight to her. And Rybakina had all the time to hit that, and she even shakes her fist. Jeez, calm down, Elena. You're getting a little crazy. Just relax. Relax! Stop shaking your fist. And then a clean winner off the return! What can you do? Pegula bouncing a racket. What can you do? Okay. Setting a break. Rematch of 2 years ago? 3 years ago. What was it? 2023, right? She needed to get that volley right over the net and put it away. I mean, yeah, she got there with time. She's a better volleyer than that too. Rybakina has been flawless. Pegula has been pretty shocking though in this match compared to the last couple. Compared to the last couple matches. My prediction score is 6-2. Okay. But that game for Pegula really sloppy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just bad. Like. The 30-all volley didn't even make Rybakina move for it, right? That was the problem. Do they close the roof when it gets dark? No, this ain't Wimbledon where they made the design with the lights in the roof. That's crazy. By the way, Wimbledon roof design, L. We can't play in the dark. We have to close the roof. What do you mean? Rod Laver Arena put lights... You don't put lights on the roof. 2-1. Terrible design, Wimbledon. Bad mistake. Rod Laver Arena don't need no roof to be shut for lights to be on. 15 love. As a person that has an architecture degree, that was a bad design. 15 love. There's a bit of fault. No, it was an ace. Okay. 30 love. Wait, they put lights on the roof? Yeah, they put lights like. So Wimbledon's roof, right? Wimbledon's roof, right, is like this. And it closes like this, but they put lights all under here. Like under there. So the only way that you can get the lights in the middle of the court is if they close the roof. So then the lights can... So that's how the roof looks, right? And the lights are under here. So if the roof is shut, you can't use the lights. Great idea. It was very smart. Cameron's wearing his architecture hat now. Now they don't give you one of those when you just get a piece of paper when Oh wait, I got one of those hats, but I had to give it back. The graduation hats. I had to give it back though. And I wore a robe. And I shook a stranger's hand and he gave me a piece of paper. Sounds like a dodgy deal at a dark alley. It was actually on a stage. I was there. I was there, but there was other people there too. 30-15. And I shook the hand with this hand, and I grabbed the piece of paper with this hand, and then I walked to the back of the line along with every other person who got an architecture degree that year. And all 300 of us. And then I went home. My parents were proud, though. They were happy. They were there. They took photos. All right, 30-all. As that goes in the net from Rybakina. Thirty-all. As Rybakina serves again. Did you ever work in architecture? Yeah. I did plenty of work. 30-all. As the return goes in the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina hits it long. Here we go. While I was stuffing around talking about nothing matters, the tennis is getting interesting. 30-40. Back. Actually, first break point of the match for Pegula. Favorite style of architecture? I like Art Deco. Art Deco. That's probably like the most basic answer. Anyways, return goes in to the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand of Pegula cross court. Rybakina gets up the stretch. Pegula goes down the line. Rybakina's there with the backhand, but it's wide. We're back on serve. Pegula's back. First break point, she breaks. Okay, 2-0. 2-2. And a little fist bump there from Pegula. Something to cheer about finally for her. When Alcaraz meets Sinner, you better have a fresh fade. Hey, Jeremy. No. I'll get a fresh fade next week when the tournament's over. 4-4 rally. As that goes down the line from Pegula. Back in now from Rybakina. And Pegula slicing the net. Too much time to think about it. Love 15. Jeremy, you pay for my haircut, I'll get a haircut. But I'm getting it next week when I have time. Got no time this week. Love 15. Pegula says the fault. This is a must-win game for Pegula. Love 15. As a return goes in the net. Love 30. All right, love 30. As a return goes to the front of Pegula. Oh, Pegula redirects it down the line. That was good. It could have been love 40 pretty quickly. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Rybakina. Pegula with the slice. Rybakina on the attack. As the forehand goes in the corner. Up goes a lob by Pegula. Rybakina puts it cross court again. And then Pegula goes long with a forehand. She's missing all the first serves in this game, Pegula. 15-40. $15.40. I don't see anything wrong with your hair cam. Thank you. Me neither. Me neither. Just one guy in the chat's like, oh, get a haircut. Anyways, return goes into the forehand of Pegula. She puts that away. Good serve. See, first serve goes in. Pegula gets the easy response. Puts it away. That's what she needs. She needs another one of those now because she's down break point number 2. All right, 30-40. 30-40. All right, as we're back in a backhand rally. Pegula again, the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula goes down the line wide. Did she even break back? Doesn't matter. She's down to break again. She's going to have to do it again. Took her forever to break the first time. That was gross. I'm sorry. 3-2. This is too deep in the court. 3-2 Rybakina. Almost took out a ball kid. Yeah. But they got fast reflexes. We're fast reflex in Australia. We know how to catch. All right. So for 30 seconds there, we thought we were going to get a match. But unfortunately, the break is returned. Cam, do you think Vukov... What? I don't know what you're saying. Cam needs to drop the hair care routine. Pegula's got to break straight back. She's got to break straight back. She's got to break straight back. For once, a real superstar like Sampras or Agassi is leading the line. Huh? Bro, what? Did you wake up and think it's like 1995? Hello? What are you talking about? It's 2026. They retired like 20 years ago, bro. What happened? It's okay, though. Welcome to the future. 3-2. God, Pegula worked her butt off to get that damn break back, and she gave it back straight away. She says a fault. We're back in a second serve. Pegula's got to break straight back again. Serve. Oh, is that in? Hawkeye said yes. Forehand slice from Pegula into the front of Rybakina. She hits a slice. Okay. And then Pegula sliced down the line. Blunted. As a backhand down the line from Rybakina goes long. Love 15. Good rally from Pegula. Rybakina's going to win the AO. Okay. Thank you for the donation. Love 15. Love 15. Host wants 3 sets. Tennis junkie. You're just figuring that out now? I need my fix. Ace out wide. I need my 3-set fix. That's why we're watching Eala later. There might be 2 semifinals here, but there's a quarterfinal going on in Manila. Come on, man. Well, you thought this was tennis watching anonymous? Come on. What are you talking about? We are enablers. Here, unfortunately. If you're trying to get away from tennis, you're in the wrong place. You want to watch a match? You want to watch a match? I got matches. I got all the matches. You want to watch a match? What do you want to see? You want to see a women's final? You want to see the men's semifinals? You want to see a Sinkeraz match? I got you covered. I got everything here. We got it all. We got it all. 30-15. 30-15. Rybakina serves. An ace. Gosh, she's pretty good at serving. 40-15. I'm not going to read some of these comments, but yes. It's very funny. 40-15. Serve again, Rybakina. Another great serve. Return goes in to the forehand of Rybakina, but she overhits the forehand, and it's 40-30. 40-30. That's what we love. Yeah, we're going to change it to tennis. Well, I don't think tennis junkies is a good name, but, you know. Tennis, addicted to tennis? Something like that. That goes out by Pegula. 4-2. 4-2. As a Rybakina fan, I'm happy with this performance. Yeah. She has been solid. Only an hour. Chat. When are we going to get serious about 5-set women's tennis? When are we going to get serious about this conversation? Who do we have to call to make this happen? Because we can't be having 2 semifinals of a slam that are an hour each. This cannot be enough. We can't have this. And don't give me that bullshit about they can't play 5 sets because physically blah, blah, blah. You don't think they can play another set right now? It's only been an hour. Another set might be 30 minutes and we've got 3 sets. What do you mean? It might be 3 hours for 5 sets with Rybakina playing. We've got to... I don't know who we're going to... Craig? He won't do anything because they can't do anything. I don't think they can change the rules. Who's the ITF person? We're going to talk to the person in the ITF. Be like, make this a thing. 1 hour semifinals are not good for anybody except for the player that wins. We need 5-set, best of 5-set semifinals and final for the ladies. I know we're just talking about like getting our fix, and maybe I do have a problem. Maybe it is. maybe I do have a problem. 15-0. Blunted, thank you for the donation. Tennis Anonymous Professional. I am a professional fan. And thank you, Greenbird, for the gifted membership. Appreciate that. All right, 15:30. Rybakina wants to get the hell out of here. Beautiful hitting from Rybakina again. It's going to be a heavyweight clash between 2 of the biggest hitters in the world. Biggest server, one of in the world #1, who hits a massive serve too. It's going to be a hell of a... If it's anything like the final they played 3 years ago, we're in for a treat. Forehand to the backhand of Rybakina. Backhand goes long by Rybakina, 30-0. 30-0. Serve again. And it's with a fault. Second serve. As a return goes into the forehand of Pegula. Good shot down the line. Rybakina gets it. Pegula volley is good. I don't know why Pegula doesn't come to the net more. Maybe because Rybakina hits the ball so damn hard, but still. I don't know why she doesn't come in more. Or try and make it happen, you know? All right, 40-30 to just keep things interesting. As a return, goes in the forehand of Pegula, forehand of Rybakina. That goes long. Okay. 4-3. Rybakina with the break. She won the first set as well. Let's see if Pegula will get a chance to get back on serve here at any point. Again, she already had one chance. We've just played over an hour. Sabalenka fan, I want Rybakina to win. You want that smoke? You crazy. You crazy. You crazy. You crazy. Semifinals and final at least consist of 5 sets. A great suggestion. That's what I'm saying. That's what B's saying. 5-set finals, semifinal, and the final. Now, if this turns into a 3-set epic, okay. But for this exact tonight is the reason why we need 5-set semifinals and final. Because we can't have this anymore. We need more tennis. More tennis. You got me out here watching challenger matches because we don't have enough good tennis going on in AO. Come on. Thank God Eala's playing in Manila. Otherwise, I'd be bored out of my brain. 1 in the chat if you agree with the 5-set semis and final. 2 in the chat if you like the idea as well. 3 don't put 3s. No 3s. If you don't like it, then just keep it to yourself. Right? I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I just want people to agree. If you disagree, don't tell me. Right? Keep it to yourself. All right, 4-3. Yeah, all the ones. Look at that. 4-3. Just do it as an experiment. Just one time. One tournament, do it as an experiment. And then we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. Anyways, 15 love. Rybakina hits a winner. Quarterfinals as well. See that? I feel like that might be a bit much. All right, first serve, default, second serve. Pegula would agree. Yeah, Pegula wants to come back from 2 sets of love down. That's what but unfortunately she's too early because this isn't a concept yet. But how sick would that be though? To give Pegula a chance to come back from 2 sets down? That'd be so epic. All right, 30 love. All right, forehand. Into the backhand of Pegula. Backhand now from Rybakina in the net. 30-15. 30-15. Semis and finals, let's do it. Let's go. All right, 30-15. We got Eala coming up after this. There's a good serve from Rybakina again. 40-15. 40-15. As the return goes to the back and Rybakina forehand. Pegula. Oh, it's a winner. Beautiful shot. 40-30. 40-30. Best of 4 sets with championship tiebreak. Hey, let's start with that and then go from there. All right, Pegula with a lovely shot, but is it too late? And then an ace. All right. All right, 5-3. Rybakina serving for... Sorry, Pegula serving to stay in the match. Rybakina trying to break to win it. Chat, we got. I don't know who the hell I have to call, but we have to call somebody. We have to get this petition signed. Chat, should we start a petition? Should we start... We could start a revolution. Let's start a tennis revolution. Let's go. Rybakina, it's a return winner. Let's start a revolution, chat. We're going to start it. No politics, all right? Tennis revolution. 5-set semifinals and final revolution. We're the fans. We want it. As fans, we want it. Who do I have to talk to? Who do we have to talk to, chat? Who do we have to call? Who's the ITF rule maker? Backhand goes out by Rybakina 15-0. I feel like Will Ferrell in Old School when he's like, we're all going streaking, and then I run out by myself, and then nobody follows. We're all here. Wait, hey. We all want 5-set fun. Where the hell is everyone? 15-0. We're not going streaking in the ITF headquarters, all right? Just calm down, all right? Keep your clothes on. That's what I was saying. I'm saying just watch the movie. It's funny. It's an interesting, funny time. 30-15. We're not streaking in the ITF headquarters, all right? We don't need that kind of... I don't think that'll help anyone. First serve's a fault, second serve. Pegula serves. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Return goes in the forehand of Pegula. Good cross-court forehand, but Rybakina's there. And then Pegula in the net, 30-all. 30-all. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. I gotta rewatch that. 30-all. Serving to the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula forehand to the forehand of Rybakina. Oh, Rybakina just missed it. Pegula saved. 40-30. 40-30. Pegula to make Rybakina serve for the match. This feels exactly like the first match, though, didn't we? We just watched this match, didn't we? We watching a replay? What the hell is this? Serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Great return. Pegula in the net. ITF headquarters is 3 miles from my house. Well, if you go there and you're streaking and you're saying tennis talk, I'm not going to claim it. When I get a call from the police saying, do you know this man? I'm going to go, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. I said, don't go there. So if you go there and you start streaking around like a crazy person, sorry, you ain't going to be, we're going to have to kick you out. I said, go there and knock on the door politely and ask questions. We're going to sign a petition. All right, Deuce. forward rally. As we get a forehand down the line to the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula backhand. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula. Forehand cross court. Rybakina with a slice. Goes in. Oh, and then Pegula goes down the line wide. She tried a wrong foot, Rybakina. Advantage, Rybakina. You know what we could do? Instead of watching this, we know that this match is not going to go 5 because it's impossible, but we could just rewatch the first set like it was the third. I know we know we already know what the result is, but that might be fun. That'll feel like at least we get our money's worth. Advantage Rybakina, serving to the forehand Rybakina. Pegula forehand goes in the forehand Rybakina on the stretch. Pegula backhand cross court. Rybakina backhand goes long, and I butchered that. We're back to deuce, but that's okay because we got another chance. All right, back to deuce. We're back to deuce. We'll just rewatch the first set and pretend like it's the third. It's fine, don't worry about it. Just pretend like you didn't know what happened. Backhand to backhand rally. Back to deuce here as Pegula goes again the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula backhand on the stretch. Rybakina goes down the line. Pegula's got it with the forehand, but she overhits it. It's match point number 2. To take her spot in the final alongside Sabalenka in a rematch of the 2023 final, a rematch of the WTA finals final from last year. I'll tell you, not a bad final. On paper. God, I got to say that, because all these matches have been good on paper. Serve is a fault. Second serve, Pegula. Serving to the backhand of Rybakina. Return is good. Pegula gets it. Rybakina forehand. Oh, goes wide. Pegula saves it. Just. That return was huge, and Pegula just defends it back. We're back to deuce. That was fortunate. Back to deuce. 2 match points saved. This could be the match of the tournament right now. Just has to happen. Oh, return winner by Rybakina. Oh, match point number 3. Nothing Pegula could do there. The serve was just a little too easy for the Rybakina return. All right, match point number 3. To set up the Sabalenka match again. Biggest hitters in the game against each other. Serve into the backhand of Rybakina. Backhand Pegula goes into the forehand of Rybakina. And Rybakina hits it long. And Pegula survives. Rybakina's like, you want 3 sets? I'll give you 3 sets. Yeah, but, like, we do, but also don't, like, throw. All right, deuce. 3 match points saved. Pegula serves. A let. Good catch. Serve again. Into the body of Rybakina, return the net. Good body serve from Pegula. Advantage Pegula. All right, advantage Pegula. And great serving. She takes the game and saves 3 match points in the process. And we get a little bit more tennis. Just a little bit more. Maybe about another 3 to 5 minutes if Rybakina serves well. Maybe less. But a little bit more tennis. Just a little bit more. It's a little tiny bit. Hopefully Pegula breaks back and we have an epic match on our hands. We shave match points and we go back to the third. Oh my God. Match of the tournament. Finally. All right. If Pegula reverses this match, I know nothing. Hey, look, if Pegula reverses this match, I'll forgive you. For whatever you said. I won't make fun of you, whatever you said. 4 aces coming up. Well, look, if that happens, that'd be kind of ridiculous in a great way. I just want you. So I'm married. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm married. Where is my wife? Mia, where did she go? All right, 5-4. Rybakina is going to serve for the match. She just had 3 match points. All right. Here we go. Rybakina serving. 4 aces on the card. Somebody said 4 aces. First serve's not going to be an ace. Return goes in the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand of Pegula. Winner down the line. I'm not going to say it. Not yet. Love 15. That was a beautiful shot. One of the best shots she's hit all night. Rybakina serves. Or fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Pegula. Return. Winner again! Everybody relax. Everybody relax. Just calm down. Calm down. Shh. Love 30. Love 30. 7 the forward. Pegula return the net. 15-30. Okay, see? Just relax, everybody. Just everybody calm down. 15-30. 15-30. Say it. No, I'm not saying nothing. 15-30. Rybakina serves again. An ace. See, I told you. That's why I'm not saying it. 30-all. That's why I didn't say it. 30-all. 30-all. That's just too good. That's just a big server hitting an ace. Best server in the world. Did I say that? Best server on the planet. Serve. Into the forehand is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Pegula. Return goes in the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula in the rally as Rybakina forehand goes in the nets. 30-40. Has it started, chat? Has it started? Has it started? She had 3 match points. 30-40. Don't say it. I'm not saying nothing. I didn't say nothing. Break point Pegula to get back on serve at the end of this second set. Serve into the forehand of Pegula. Return goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula gets the break back. The comeback has started. The comeback has started. 5-5. 3 match points have been saved. Comeback starts now. I said it. I said it. I said it. Rybakina looks shook. 5-5. Her coach looks worried. He's like, shit, we were going to win this match. What happened? 5-all. Pegula to serve. Biggest game of the match. I said that 3 times, but this is the time. It's the biggest game of the match. For Pegula, good serve, 15-love. She had 3 match points, chat. 15-love. Cam jinxed it. All right, Harry Potter. No such thing as magic, except for this ball. All right. Return goes to the backhand of Rybakina. Forehand now from Pegula in the net. 15-all. 15-all. Mod, start kicking everybody out who says Cam curse. There's no such thing. And if you ever hear there is a thing, then you have been mistaken. The only curse here is the chat curse. As we let from Pegula. As Pegula serves a fault. Second serve. Yeah, it's time to lock in. Second serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand of Pegula. Again to the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula down the line. Rybakina gets with the backhand cross court. Pegula. Drop shot. Rybakina gets it with a slice. Off the tape. Oh, and it's a winner. Oh, Pegula. That wasn't a bad point by her, but she got robbed by the net. Oh. Pegula would have had a chance to pass her too. Oh, man. That Pegula would have hit a great forehand and made Rybakina hit a volley. Robbed. Return goes to backhand of Pegula. Slice into the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula. Backhand again. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula. Again to the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula backhand again. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Goes down the line. Great shot. Pegula with a slice on the stretch. Rybakina winds up. Hits a forehand inside out. Winner. Beautiful rally. Elena Rybakina's got breakback points to break and lead again and serve the match again. This is exactly what happened at the start of the set. 15-40. See, Chad, I told you not to say it. You bloody jinxed it. See? All right, 15-40. God, Chad. See, I told you to relax, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. I can't remember. All right, first serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula backhand on the stretch. Rybakina in control. Inside out backhand from her. Forehand goes in from Pegula. Rybakina gets it back. Pegula goes down the line and long. There's the break again. God, chat. Jeez. God, I told you to relax. What'd you do that for? Come on. God, chat. Jeez, see, this is why I told you all to relax. Anyways, Rybakina's going to serve for the match again. She has had 3 match points, but it wasn't on her serve. The 3 match points were on Pegula's serve. Crazy ending. Hey, hopefully we have a tiebreak. 4 more aces, you reckon? Okay. Rybakina decided to make it a little more interesting. Well, I did say we get a little bit more tennis. We got a little bit more tennis. Can we have a little bit more tennis, maybe? This set's almost gone for an hour. I mean, shit. All right. All right, here we go. Rybakina's going to try again to make the final of Australian Open again and take on the player that she lost to back in 2023. You might have heard of her. She's the best player on the planet. She's number 1 in the world, Aryana Sabalenka. Here we go. Rybakina serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in the back of Rybakina, Pegula comes in. Puts it down the line. Rybakina puts up another lob. Bounce smash from Pegula. Straight to Rybakina, who hits it in the net. Rybakina is so tight. She is so nervous on these. Like the last two games, she looks so tight when she's hitting these ground strokes. Love 15. Rybakina serves again. Into the forehand of Pegula. Return. Oh, it goes long. Just couldn't chip it back. 15-0. Serve again, Rybakina. Down the tee, great serve. Return goes in. Rybakina winds up, forehand. Pegula guesses right with a lob. Rybakina with a forehand winner, though. Too good. 30-15. 2 points away. 2 points away. 30-15. Serve again. Into the forehand of Pegula. Return goes to the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula wins the point. Rybakina overhits it with a bit of a shanky shot. It's 30-0. 30-0. Rybakina serves. There's a fault. Second serve. Serving the forehand of Pegula. Good return. Rybakina goes down the middle again to the forehand of Pegula. Now Rybakina running as Pegula forehand cross court. Rybakina gets it with her forehand into the forehand of Pegula. Rybakina with a slice forehand goes out. 30-40. Don't say it. Don't you say it. Don't say it. Remember what happened last time? 30-40. God, somebody's in the coach's boxes freaking out. Serve. It's a fault. Don't you say it. Don't you dare. Second serve. Into the forehand of Pegula. Return goes to the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula with a forehand cross court in the net. Who said it? Get him out of here. Deuce. We get to deuce. That might have been the chance. Rybakina serves. A fault. God, where's that first serve gone, chat? It's gone. Serve. Into the forehand of Pegula. Return goes back into Rybakina. Pegula comes in. Puts it away. Advantage Pegula. Advantage Pegula. To break back, get us in the tiebreak and keep this match going a little bit longer. Rybakina serves. Who the hell's that guy? Who's that guy? Doing this one. Is he listening? Hello. Serve with a brown hat. Who are you? Serve out wide's a fault. Second serve. That guy's 10 grand on this match. You can tell. You can tell. He's bet something. He got something on this match. You can tell he's getting a little bit. He's like, I got 3 setters on the cards. Backhand rally. Also, they paid a lot of money to be there. Forehand again from Rybakina into the forehand of Pegula. Rybakina. Forehand again to the forehand of Pegula. Into the forehand of Rybakina as Pegula goes cross court again. Rybakina. A Goes long. We're going to a tiebreak. Now, we're going to a tiebreak. We've had a lot of breaks in a row. A lot of breaks in a row. A lot of breaks in a row. Now we have a tie. Who's winning the tiebreak? Who's winning the tiebreak? Who's winning the tiebreak? Remember, Pegula saved 3 match points at 3-5 down. So that's happened. Rybakina served the match twice. This guy's praying. That's a massive ring. What's that? He's got a massive ring on his finger. Anyways, backhand return into the slice of Pegula. Rybakina forehand cross-court. Pegula gets it. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula with the backhand down the line. Rybakina's got it with the forehand cross-court. Pegula gets it. Forehand again, Rybakina. Into that forehand of Pegula. Oh, hits the baseline. Pegula going all out on the forehand side. Rybakina, though, is still in the rally. Now Pegula's in trouble. She goes down the line off the tape. Backhand cross-court from Rybakina is good. Pegula gets it on the backhand side. And then Rybakina on the net. Great hustle from Jess. 1-love Pegula. 1-0. And the guy with the brown hat's back on his feet. Who is that guy? He must be famous. Wait, was that Mick Fanning? No, couldn't be. All right. Anybody know who that guy is? Who's the guy in the brown hat? He's sitting courtside. He must have spent a fortune on those tickets. We must know who this guy is. I don't think it's Barry. All right, 1-0. Rybakina serves. Into the forehand of Pegula. Return the forehand of Rybakina. Pegula. Slice on the stretch. Lob goes up. In comes Rybakina. And Pegula almost smacks her head into it. Oh, what the hell? She overran it. Rybakina is almost going to laugh. Don't laugh, Elena. Don't break the illusion. 1-1. Stay frosty. Don't you dare smirk. She's like, I almost hit her. Don't you dare smile. She's getting a little emotional. Just relax. Everybody just relax. It's Paul Hogan? No chance. 1-1. Backhand return goes in the backhand of Rybakina. Oh, Rybakina hits it out. It's 2-1 Pegula. 2-1. For Pegula. Mini break. She's not laughing now. Rybakina's coaching staff are emotional. They're freaking out. Must be a trainer or something. He is struggling. Return goes in the front of Pegula. Oh, Pegula hits it out. She's too generous. She's too generous. She went, you hit it out, I hit it out, we're even. Okay. Look. I see that. Look, that's what a nice gesture. But it's 2-0. Serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Return is into the forehand of Pegula. Oh, Pegula in the net. 3-2 Rybakina with the mini break now. She leads with that mini break. Remember, Rybakina had 3 match points already. Pegula does not look happy. All right, 3-2. Mini break, Rybakina. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Pegula. Good return, but Rybakina with a forehand inside-out winner. And that is just too good. 4-2. They change ends. 4-2. How we doing, chat? Chat, type a number in the chat of how you're feeling right now. I don't know what that means, but do it anyway. What number are you feeling right now? If you say 3, that's probably the correct answer. Right? You're feeling like a 0. Mate, you're a 10 out of 10 to somebody. All right, 4-2. $199, that's a number. That's a big number. I'm surprised I would put 6-7 or like something funny. That's fine. All right, 4-2. Rybakina's got one of the mini breaks. She's only got one mini break. And she's serving. She serves. A fault, second serve. Little chance for Pegula here. Minus $170. That sucks. Oh, what happened? The net caught fire with the lights. No, not really. It didn't actually happen. That would have been crazy. The lights came on. Is that normal? The lights are on. Why are the lights on? Umpire. Backhand return goes in the backhand of Rybakina. Backhand of Pegula. Into the backhand of Rybakina. As Pegula with the backhand down the line. Rybakina gets with the forehand cross court. Pegula. Forehand to forehand with Rybakina. As she goes down the line now, Pegula. Rybakina puts up a lob. Pegula comes in. Swing volley straight to Rybakina, who hits it in the net. Why is the net on? Hello, umpire. The lights are on. 4-3. We're back on serve. Thank you, Blunted. Cool. 6-7. Yep, me, same. All right, Pegula serves. We're back on serve. And the net is lit up like a Christmas tree. And now it's turned off. All right, serve. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Backhand of Pegula. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula with a forehand cross court. Rybakina gets it. Goes into the net. Wow. This is one of the ugliest tiebreaks you'll ever see. 4-0. This is a terrible tiebreak. But the stakes are so high, so it's actually interesting. But it's ugly. Like, there's errors everywhere. Everyone's hitting errors. Everyone. Even the net's error, like an error. Serve is a fault. And the lights didn't come on. The net's broken. Second serve. Serving to the back of Rybakina. Oh, the return's wide. The net turns on. All right. I guess we're just like picking and choosing now. Net. 5-4. Terrible miss by Rybakina. That lady's praying. Oh, Mum, you're on TV. I'd freak out too if I was on TV. Wait. You're all watching on your phones, right? 5-4. We're back into serve. Pegula trying to give us what we want. Give us what we want. 5-4. Serving to the forehand of Pegula. Pegula in the net. That's a great serve. 5-all. Someone's getting a set point. Coldplay incident. No, I think she was on her own. 5. 5-all. So Rybakina serves. That's a fault. Second serve. Oh, that was funny. Second serve. Goes in the backhand of Pegula. Return the backhand of Rybakina. Pegula. Backhand cross court. Rybakina slices it back. Pegula in control. Rybakina there with a pass. It's a lob. Pegula puts away the smash. She gets a set point, and it's on her serve. Pegula serving for the set. All right. Don't do it yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I haven't said this for a long time too, so I'm getting ready. We haven't said it for a while. It's been so long. It's been a million years. Serve into the backhand of Rybakina. Return goes in the backhand of Pegula as Rybakina hits a forehand cross court. It goes into the forehand of Pegula. Rybakina forehand cross court is going to be a winner. I wanted to say the thing. They change ends at 6-all. Oh, Rybakina hit it in by like this much. That forehand that she hit went in by this much. Like that was on the back of the line. If it was on the line, it was on the back of the line. 6-all. I'll tell you though, this is the most exciting thing that's happened since Zverev and Tien. Like it's been a couple of days since we've had this much excitement in a set. 6-all. Pegula serves again. Serving to the front of Rybakina. Return is out. 7-6. Set point number 2. Here we go. Rybakina's going to serve, though. 7-6 Pegula. Rybakina serves. Out wide, Pegula slices it back. Rybakina with a forehand. Cross court into the front of Pegula on the stretch, but Pegula in the net. And we're 7-all. Nothing that Pegula could really do there. She was lucky to get the return back. 7-7. 2 set points have been saved. 3 match points have been saved. But that was like 30 minutes ago. 27 minutes ago, according to the TV. All right, 7-7. Please don't put scores in the chat. We got a scoreboard, and I'm saying that out loud. Rybakina serves. An ace. Pretty good, though. It's a damn good serve. 8-7 Rybakina. Match point number 4. To play Sabalenka in the final of the Australian Open again. Pegula serves. A fault. Second serve. Goes in the back of Rybakina. Return is a win down the line! Rybakina versus Sabalenka again. A rematch of the WTA final from last year, but also a rematch of the Australian Open final from 3 years ago. Rybakina gets it done in straights, but man, at least we got something. That tiebreak, at least we got a tiebreak. And it made up for lost time because we've lost so much time with straight sets matches. So thank God there was something happened. All right. But man, Pegula, there was an opportunity there. She served for it with the set point to take us to a third, and I don't get to say the thing. Hopefully we get to say it in the final. Oh, man. There you go. Rybakina versus Sabalenka. It's going to be a big hitting final. GG's. God, if only that second set was the first set, we would have had match of the tournament. If you are leaving, by the way, don't forget to subscribe on the way out. We'll be back tomorrow for the men's matches. The final is going to be 3 sets. I wrote these scripts. Oh, thank you. You could have told us 4 days ago that there was going to be nothing interesting until the final. Where were you 4 days ago? Script writer, were you on vacation? Is that why nothing happened? You lost, Cam? What did I lose? Didn't I say? I'm pretty sure I said Rybakina was going to win. They have to play the final in 5 sets. Yeah, see, now we can still write the petition because this was another straight sets win, the straight sets match. Yeah, Eala's coming up next. We'll watch her soon. Need to avoid those dips against Sabalenka. Oh, yeah, of course. I got to take my dog to the vet. Oh, hopefully your dog's okay. Rybakina is now world number 3. Yep. Yeah, 2 6-footers in the final. Yeah, it's going to be a heavyweight clash in that final. Those ladies hit the ball big. We need a new champion? Well, it could happen. I think the semi-final of the men's will not be as exciting as this match. At least this match was exciting. Towards the end. It's crazy to think that for most of last year, Rybakina was out the top 10. That's true. It's only really been the last 6 months. Like post-US Open, Rybakina has made this surge. And now she's in the Grand Slam final. She won the WTA finals, and she's going to play Sabalenka, and she's number 3 in the world. I mean, you're right. It wasn't even like like post-US Open, she went on this absolute run. And now she's in the final of the Australian Open again. Her 3rd Grand Slam final. I can count to 3. Redemption for Rybakina? We'll find out. And look, yeah, I know, look, even though, say what you will about Vukov, Rybakina plays better when he's there. And she's obviously I mean, he comes back and she comes back, right? You might not like the guy, you might not agree with his coaching methods, and you might not, you might agree with what people have said about, you might think that he's, this screamy guy, but she plays better when he's there. Rybakina will beat Sabalenka again. It's going to be a hell of a final. God, I hope it's a good final. I don't know how many times I've said that this week. Oh, it's going to be a great match, great match, great match, great match. Nope. It's going to be a great final. And if it's not going to be a great final, then next week will be a great match. Somebody else will play a match next week. It'll be great. There'll be a great match at some point in the year. I just got to keep saying it. We just keep saying it, then it'll happen. Maybe. Do you think tennis should have honorary slams like the Academy has the Oscars? What do you mean honorary slams? You have to win them. Also, we're almost at 700 likes, so appreciate that as well. Someone tells me Rybakina's going to win. That would actually be kind of sick for tennis, though. If she wins her second... We all agree that Rybakina should have 2 slams. Like, she should have already won a second slam. We all agree, right? Like, she should have probably won the Australian Open 3 years ago. Like, she should have 3 slams. Or 2 slams. 3 slams. 7 slams. Sabalenka stops grunting when she loses to Rybakina in the final. Okay. Rybakina looks super happy, which is awesome. First Grand Slam final since that final. And she has lost in a few semifinals, or at least a semifinal at Wimbledon last couple of years back. So she's back in the finals 3 years since her last Grand Slam final. And more importantly, she's injury-free, which was something that she would always... Like, the injuries for Rybakina over the last couple of years since that Australian Open final have just been up and down. Obviously, the coaching situation off court was a total mess last year until, she had Goran this time last year. That didn't work out. She had another coach, which was temporary. And then, it was a whole... she's been through so much just... madness over the last couple of years, injuries and the like. So, hey, Blunted, thank you for the $2. We're back into win in 2 sets, both tie breaks, please. Ooh, that'd be a hell of a final. I wouldn't say no to that if that's the final. Rybakina is too soft, lost 3 match points. Sabalenka is unforgiving. Is why I'm rooting for Sabalenka. But she won this match. So she had 3 and then she had another one. She won it. So I don't know why. Like, what do you mean soft? Also, they're on Pegula's serve. What are you talking about? If they're on her serve, okay, I can understand where you're coming from. But they were on Rybakina. They weren't on Rybakina's serve. What are you talking about? I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be sticking around for a little bit. We've still got the Alba coming up soon. So stay tuned for that as well. So tomorrow, by the way, men's semi-final number 1 is going to be in the daytime. So if you're in Europe, you probably won't be sleeping or whatever. Or you will be sleeping. I don't know. Maybe you'll be, I don't know, you've got plans or something. And then the other one, the second semi-final with Djokovic and Sinner is tomorrow night. Personally, I think the match between Zverev and Alcaraz is a little bit more interesting. Just because both are going in fresh. Both are going in playing well. And also the head-to-head is pretty interesting. But the Djokovic-Sinner match, the head-to-head is not great for Djokovic lately. Also the injury for Djokovic. Not the injury. Is a blister an injury? No, not really. It's wear and tear. The blister on his foot, Djokovic, I'm a little worried about that. Even if he was fully fresh, I'd still be like, Sinner knows how to beat Djokovic. Yeah, it hasn't been close lately. So, hopefully they're both bangers. Yeah, and it does hinder his movement. And we saw that yesterday when he was playing Musetti. He was making all these errors, and it's not like Djokovic, right? He was making all these crazy errors, and then he got super lucky. This has definitely been the lucky slam, some would say. I wouldn't say that. You make your own luck. I don't know who said that, but somebody probably did. But people say it. Look, you can't count Djokovic out, obviously. Right? You'd be an idiot to say Djokovic can't win. But it's going to be real tough. Like, he's going to have to hope that Sinner might have one of those cramping episodes. And that's not a good game plan to be like, oh, yeah, if you cramp, then I've got a better chance. You can't rely on that, especially when it's played at night. It's not going to be hot tomorrow. So, but Djokovic is not coming in fully 100% physically. That's the problem. If he was, I'd be a little more confident in it being competitive. But that blister looked nasty yesterday. It was a big old hole in his foot. They're playing at night, so there's less likely Sinner's going to cramp. Well, yeah, I mean, he won't cramp unless it's a long, physical, grueling match. Which I don't know if Djokovic can play that, right? I mean, is Djokovic going to be able to play a grueling match to get Sinner into a physical state where he cramps? Probably not, because Djokovic is also coming in physically with a blister, and that's will affect his play. You would expect if it's anything like yesterday. But then again, maybe the blister, he can manage it better. I don't know. We'll have to wait until tomorrow. All right, chat. I'm going to send you over the next match. We got one more match. This actually worked out really well. I thought we'd be watching 2 matches at once, but we're not. Bonus stream. Chat, we're watching Eala again against, this time against Osorio. Actually, a really fun matchup. So that's going to be a bonus match. If you didn't think we had enough tennis already, we've got more tennis coming up. We just can't get enough. We just can't get enough. So jump on over there. I'll be back in about 5 minutes to get that started. But it's a big hitting final. It's Sabalenka. It's Rybakina. It's a rematch. 2023 final. It was epic that day. Let's hope it's an epic again. And they also played the WTA finals. We'll do a massive preview for that one when the match happens on Saturday night. 6-3, 7-6. She takes out Pegula, and she is into the final of the Australian Open again. I'll see you in about 5 minutes.